Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again for our time together. I'd like us to come back to the book of John, chapter 3. You say, Pastor, you're not doing any Old Testament these times. When we hit the Gospels, I really like to focus on the words of Jesus. John chapter 3, Jesus says, beginning in verse 19, "And this is the judgment. The light has come into the world, and people love darkness rather than the light because their works were evil. For everyone who does wicked things hates the light and does not come to the light, lest his work should be exposed. But whoever does what is true comes to the light, so that it may be clearly seen that his works have been carried out in God." People always want to know, why don't people come to the light? Well, 3 reasons, Jesus said. Number 1, people don't come to the light because they love darkness. They love their sin. There are people that you just got to understand. They love their sin. They love their sexual immorality. They love their alcoholism. They love their drugs. They love their marijuana. They love their lying and cheating and stealing. They love their corrupt business. They love it. They love darkness, so they refuse to come to the light. Second reason, because they're doing wickedness. Darkness and light don't mix. Okay, they just don't mix. And darkness does not want to come around light. Thirdly, because they don't want their deeds exposed. You see, when you come into the light, all of a sudden you have to face the fact that what you're doing is wrong. As long as you're hanging out in darkness, everybody's comfortable because everybody's doing it. But when you come to the light, you have to admit you're wrong. You have to admit your deeds are evil. Somebody is confronting you. Somebody is challenging you. The light always confronts darkness. Now, brothers and sisters, some of you have relatives, and you're very upset why they won't come to church, why they won't come to a Bible study, why they won't sit down and pray with you, why a family member won't sit down and read the Bible with you. Well, they love their darkness. They're doing wickedness, and they don't want to be confronted about their wickedness. You say, well, what do you do, Pastor? Pray for the Holy Spirit to convince them of their sin. See, it's not our job to convict people of their sin. Pray for the Holy Spirit to convict them of their sin. Pray for the Holy Spirit to touch their hearts. And then all of a sudden you're going to find, as hearts change, they want to come to the light.